Everybody, my scent of the day is going to be one of my first loves, Ambre Nuit by Dior. And I actually sprayed this last night and I still smell it on myself. So I just love how this latches onto me. But overall, it's like a soft fragrance. Don't expect amazing performance or projection or anything like that. Very much a scent bubble sort of scent. And I know I said that this is one of my first loves. And if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you're like, wait, didn't you say La Nuit de l'Homme was your first love? And yes, but I feel like people can have multiple kinds of first loves. You know, La Nuit de l'Homme was the first one that really got me in the game, but Ambre Nuit was the one where I was like, oh shit, this is me. You know, when you're finding your groove and then you connect with something, you're like, oh man, and it's just, you fall in love all over again. And that's how I feel about this fragrance. There were so many months where I was just using this every single day. Like even when it was hot outside, I wouldn't throw it on, of course, when it was hot, but when the evening hit and the sun was setting, I immediately reached for this fragrance whenever I went out at night. This was the fragrance I was wearing. It's already like halfway done. And I just reached for it last night just to do like a spray. And I'm like, man, this thing is so good. I really do believe that Ambre Nuit is a masterpiece type of fragrance. I have so much love for this scent. It smells like amber and rose. And I was only supposed to do a scent of the day video with this, but might as well just do a quick mini review of it in case you haven't seen my older one that I did. But this is a soft, sophisticated, very like flirtatious, seductive kind of fragrance. It's not like fun flirty, but it's like, you know, when you're just making cat eyes at each other, you know, when you see somebody that you're interested in and you're attracted to, and you're just like flirting through your eyes and it's getting steamy and there's tension and it's just like, you know, like you know what I'm talking about, right? That is this fragrance for me. Just so many great memories with this. And I love wearing it for myself, but of course, every single time I throw it on, a lot of compliments. This thing pulls and pulls and pulls. And you know what? I know it hasn't been in my top fives recently, just because there's been other things, but I will tell you right now, I'm going to make another assumption that this is probably going to be a fragrance you're going to see me doing as my scent of the day more often than you've seen me recently. Just because once I smell this, again, like usually I don't really wear it right for a certain amount of time. And then once I wear it again, I'm like, ooh, this shit is so good. And then I just repeatedly use it. It's just amazing and a great signature scent. Now this one is marketed as unisex, and to me, it's truly unisex. It's not one of those unisex scents that you're like, oh, this shit smells way too masculine or way too feminine. You know, it's just right there in the middle. It's so smooth and it's just like, and I know when I said that there's rose in this fragrance, please don't think it's a mature type of rose or like a red rose, you know what I mean? Anything like that. It's just really well blended with the amber, and it's, God, it also kind of, it smells rich to me, you know? This is the kind of fragrance that just, oh God, fallen in love again, excuse me. This thing has never, ever done me dirty, and it's never led me wrong. Every single time I have worn it, it's been met with amazing reactions. And even for me, like when I'm just minding my business, not around anybody, and I smell it in my scent bubble, I'm like, damn, you smell good. You know, it's just one of those scents that you just can't get enough of. And before, this was a fragrance that I would apply like, well, for me, I only need to do like 3 to 5 sprays of it, just because it does latch onto me and I know that it's not going to be an amazing performer. But there were times that I would apply it twice a day just because I wanted to smell it even more, you know? And it's just really, truly a great scent. My favorite private blend from Dior, hands down. I love it so much more than Fève Délicieuse. Maybe I'll make this a separate video, or, you know, we're combining everything right now. But also Oud, I think it's called Oud Safet. Oud S. It's ISH something, and it ends in a D, I believe. But But that one I didn't like. Fève Delicious, not really my, not my vibe. But this one is me. This is just like, this was my secret weapon for a long, long time. And whenever I would wear it, people would always ask me, like when I would hug them, they're like, oh my God, you smell so good. What are you wearing? And I would tell them it's Ambre Nuit by Dior. And they're like, how come I don't see that when I'm at Macy's or whatever, at Sephora? And I'm like, well, it's the private blend. So it's harder to kind of get your hands on or harder to see. But overall, this one, people always ask me what I'm wearing. And I remember one of the first few times I gave this a full wear, this girl was like, can I have that? Like, do you use that a lot? I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, if you find one, can you give it to me? I was like, if I find one, because it's like, I don't know, when I was trying to find this fragrance and search for it, it was sold out a lot. This was months ago, like last year, right? But if I find one, of course, like, I mean, I would want to re-up on my bottle. So I told her politely, no, I am not going to give her my fragrance. So there it is, my scent of the day, the beautiful, beautiful Ambre Nuit by Dior. Let me know what yours is. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.